Hello, and yes, from the sounds of it, this is my first scripted video, so still expect me to stutter a lot though. So I know what you're thinking. Hey, aren't you supposed to post another part on that series that nobody watches? Well, firstly, it's scheduled, and secondly, they're kind of just unedited gameplay videos, so I feel pretty relieved that's not what the majority wants from me. Now, why did I make this video? For announcements, of course. What are these announcements, and why is there more than one? Well, I'll tell you. There are three. Yep, three different things that I want to make, and have no skill on anything of them whatsoever, so it's kind of hard to do that. So yeah, you can skip to whatever you want to hear about on these time steps. Well, let's talk about the one I'm least passionate about, the Dust Tail thing. So it's basically this: Dust Tail, but Paris actually notices that everyone is dead, and by his brother's hands as well. And he would be especially angry if all the children were dead too. Spoiler warning, they are. It would be pretty short, just some intro dialogue, a fight, and then outro dialogue. And Sans isn't overpowered in this AU, by the way. It's like, if the human is also getting XP with Sans there, shouldn't it be like above 5? I don't know. But that's it, really, on that, so you may never even see the light of day except here. So, it's still something I'd like to make. Only problem is, the fight, the intro dialogue, the outro dialogue, the sprites. I don't know how to make any of that in a reasonable time frame, and make them look good at the same time. Now, for the second one I'm more passionate about. Yeah, it's a UTMM game, but this time it ain't gonna be a Sans Fest with dumb reskins. It's gonna be a short game, well, for UTMM standards anyway. This is mostly made to let beginners and expert players actually enjoy fighting things. And you don't need mountains of strategy for this. I'm planning to, make every soul useful in some way. And erasing the gap. You know the part in some UTMM games, well, the most popular ones, you fight Kara at like level 30 or 50, and then you have to grind to like level 100, which is just boring and very annoying as it feels like a complete brick wall. I'm planning to make Kara like level 40 and others, after you actually beat them, you can go and fight other bosses scattered around the map. My dream is every 5 levels you see a boss, but it's probably going to be every 10 levels. I'm going to make the encounters give you like a large amount of XP to compensate that. I just want it to be fun and not long. Yes, it still might take you 10 hours to beat it, but like, that's pretty short for you to game, don't you think? I feel like it should only be, I don't know, like reset 6 as a cap. I don't want the game to be long or, dreadfully long. God, yeah, have you seen those other games? Sheesh. My main plan is to fully complete Undertale before actually releasing it, and wow, that seems like a monumental task. The models, the map, and the encounters. Fully made by me. Which isn't great because I kind of suck at all of that, so I really don't know what to do about improving my skills on that. My attention span for learning new things that are kind of boring is non-existent. But man, look at these models; they're just not that great. And I'm going to not touch Blender at all, not after the fireball incident. But still, I want to try to at least make something like with custom attacks, custom stuff, fun, and actually enjoyable fights that don't have the main strategy of just tanking the hits and hitting the boss 1,000 times. It's going to be pretty hard to do all that, I know, but I still want to try, modeling first, obviously. And again, I ain't planning to make the game long. And the Undertale map might be the only map I actually fully make, while the other AUs of Underswap and Underfell will just have a box with fights in them, which will just suck for morale. So don't expect any bosses that instantly one-shot you, except if you're like level 15 and find a super boss somehow. Well, I hope I can find, somehow a way to release more progress for these things in the future. And now, the thing I am most passionate about. The vacation, AU, or AM, I don't know. I don't really want to say anything about it, because nothing is really coming to reality, like the pro-like script and stuff like that. It just really stings, because I really, really want to make something about it. But I don't feel like it would be that nice to see, instead of just audio. I wish I could do sprite work good enough so I can actually make something with it, but for now it's just an idea. Well, that's all. And I don't expect to get any views in this, which I am fine with. Well, see you later.